Hey guys, my name is Caleb and today we're going to look up everything wrong with Cuphead the musical.
Once upon a time, there was a little fella named Cuphead. He and his brother had a bit of a gambling problem.
This lip sync doesn't appear to be the right one. Apparently that lip sync doesn't even match with what he says. Plus, the background line art is so boring that it would probably be copyrighted to a different kind of dimension. What are supposed to be these random bottles in the background? This 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 empty blank picture on the wall. Or is that a window? It looks very badly drawn and should probably be deleted from this scene.
At a time, there was a little fella named Cuphead. He and his brother had a bit of a gambling problem.
Whoa, that's not how you throw dice, buddy. Those coins right there looks like Ritz crackers than coins. On King Dice's gambling board, those words are very badly drawn. You can't even read them better. Cuphead and Mugman are so sloppily drawn. Why is Cuphead's hand so diverted?
Gambling problem. And things kind of got out of hand.
The devil's smile actually looks like something I would not watch at all. These soul contracts are not even be able to read. Why is the devil's right foot pointed upwards all of a sudden? Cuphead's feet are sloppily drawn. Why is Cuphead's head so small? Is that supposed to be an add-on? So is Mugman's. Why is Mugman's foot in front of the devil's hand? I know that does make sense, but it kinda does not.
The sleazy townsfolk met.
Everyone's lip sync is just bad. Except for this one. But the only thing about it is that he scratches his back. But how can he scratch his back with boxing gloves on? That just does not make any sense. Beard ink on that building. The creator forgot to actually color in the middle of Co in Machinana and Co building. The stars in the sky look so sloppily drawn, just like the other characters.
Together that night to discuss the problem, knowing that Cuphead would soon be coming for them.
You've all probably heard the rumors.
This lip sync. What is up with Ribby and Croaks' feet this day? Is that how frogs stand right now? Or is that just the sloppily drawn feet that you have all been waiting for?
Not this plucky little.
What is up with Cagney Carnation's stem? When it shakes, it's very unnatural. Why the carrot from Botanic Panic's hands are so diverted?
He's coming to collect an ordeal.
This flying animation on Wally Warbles doesn't look too good. Captain Bunnybear's nose looks like a button, a clown's button, by the way. Almost looks like a tie, though, as well. Sally's stage play's hands aren't even close together. That's what's the problem at here. Even his hands are sloppily drawn. I mean, hers. Why is Werner Werman just standing there minding his own business? Isn't Werner Werman happy to know what's going on? Apparently he doesn't. That arm looks like it's just been attached in part and just been put in the wrong area on Dr. Call.
Hey.
Those words are sometimes sloppily drawn, which I cannot agree with. That wave is just not what I expected.
He's coming this way, Sophie. Where?
And before this shot, I think she's a threatening Zeppelin, but before the stage occurred, she didn't have teeth, and apparently She has teeth in this shot. What is up with that beak? That feet is so tiny. That hand is so sloppily drawn right there. I don't know why, but that tree in the background just makes me feel sad inside. His tongue looks so unnatural. It looks like a candy bar that was just got cut in half and shoved in the back of his mouth. That's so random. She's holding a candy cane. That super long finger. It looks like she's holding a trigger, but she's not. And that's kind of silly. What is the potato doing with his arms?
Let's just smash him.
Go take the fucking bath.
Why is that boxing glove so big? This lip sync.
Whack 'em with the trout.
When she slips the trout from her arms, her tongue actually looks like another chocolate bar, or as I would say it, it kind of looks like a double lip that has been split open.
We could thrash him.
You see that line? You see that line on Ribby's mouth? And so is Croak's. Basically, that looks kind of silly and probably a little bit weird.
And then pull his insides out.
What is up with that lip sync today?
We're gonna kill off.
Wow, watch out for the squash and stretch there, buddy.
We're gonna make him die. We're gonna kill off.
Strangely, that tail isn't on correctly. What is up with that wing animation? It doesn't even look like he's flying for some reason. Where did those dogs come from? This background looks so sloppy. Also, where did that pumpkin come from? Those eyes look sloppy too. Another stem thingy. What is up with Cagney Carnation moving? Isn't he a flower? He isn't supposed to be moving unless the wind is blowing him away. What is up with that nose? It looks like Pinocchio's stretched out nose, and Cagney Carnation's nose shouldn't be that stretched out. The thing about that head holding thing kinda actually disturbs me a little bit, so let me add a scent to that. That flying animation.
Get my wings on that cuphead.
I'd like to check his china.
I'll see that his life is cut short.
Oh, that's not how you close your fist. The background, again, is sloppy. How come his eyes have weirdly melted? Another tongue issue.
Like how the cops come please.
Copy Peso characters.
Why not give him the ride of his life?
Another background. Where did that duck, well, not wheel, and balloon come from? Isn't that supposed to be a decoration of what happened to the clown, Beppy?
Then she touched the briar ship was on knife.
What's up with the stem animations today?
Use science.
That background is so blurry in the first shot when Dr. Call actually emerges with the robot. That satellite on top of the robot's head actually looks kind of sloppy. What's that random cube? I don't know if that's supposed to be on that scooper thing, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. That wooden pasteled hand is coming out of nowhere for some reason. What is up with those sloppy stars? The house.
Sky high violence.
In the first shot, Wally Warbles just looks like that his head is growing instead of going up. Are those supposed to be eggs or random circles in the background? His hand is supposed to be in the back of his hand is, his arm and his hand is supposed to be in the back of his body. That face looks pretty horrifying. Those wrecking ball physics, though.
We're gonna make him fish food.
Why does that random snake look like a brainiac? Is that supposed to be special?
Except for make him fly. We're gonna kill off Cuphead. We're gonna make him pay. It's not to the devil.
What is that genie random doing with his hand? Is that supposed to be a Cuphead puppet? But I'm pretty sure he's nothing to do with the legs for some reason. Isn't there supposed to be a string for his legs?
One shift of the stars and the tide is sure to turn.
When the cat eats Werner Werman, his head goes straight through his body before eating him, which is kind of weird.
One shift of the stars and the tide is sure to turn.
In the first shot before Rebby eats Croaks, there's a random explosion occurring, and where did that explosion come from anyway before he turned into a slot machine? Grim Matchstick's heads don't appear to be attached to his back or body.
Presto is headlining.
Sally Stageplay's hand doesn't look like it's gripped to the umbrella.
They call me King, guys, because that's who I am. A royal painter's diabolical player. To close some contracts needs a sucker or two.
That soul contract is not the same thing as the last shot with the devil in it.
So come on, Cuphead, I'm talking to you. Come shake my hand. We got a deal? Good, because now it gets real.
You agreed to my...
Oh, what is that devil's pose about?
game and you lost. You accepted the
What's that random black stuff in Cuphead's head?
odds. Now you'll cough up the cost. Don't screw with me, kid, or I swear.
Cuphead is a cup. How did the devil squeeze his head like that?
I'll take Maxie from your skull like cheap chinaware.
But he is a cup, so what are you talking about?
Watch him.
I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's basically messing around with himself. That head is so sloppily drawn that he probably looks a little bit weird as a cigar. What is up with the characters' looks today? They just look like perfume bottles. In the next shot where Goopy LeGrand falls as the grave, then it's just a flat PNG. The R in Rest in Peace is actually backwards. That random Cuphead smoke just didn't come out of the pipe. It came out on the other side of the pipe. That skull just came out of nowhere. Those physics again. When Sally Stageplay emerges, why is her feet so stretched up? Apparently Phantom Express's mouth and apparently Phantom Express's jaw is actually not connected to his head. Who is this person on the left? What kind of monkey is that? That's a horrifying looking toy monkey. Where did all those pufferfish come from anyway? Why is that octopus's tentacles are waving up?
It's coming to today. It's coming to today. It's coming to today. It's coming to today. It's coming to
the devil's random hand emerges from his face, which makes this scene look a little bit distracting.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Nuh-uh. They all lived not happily ever after. Huh. So many mistakes.